I'm Spencer.
Affirmative action brought me here.
And I'm Eric.
And this is The Itch. And we're here to review Final Fantasy XIV.
Final Fantasy XIV.
Heavensward.
Heavensward.
Yeah.
You know what patch this is?
Right now it's 3.01. 3.05 pops out, or 3.01 because Alexander just came out. But 3.05 comes when Alexander Savage, the hard mode version of Alexander, pops out. There's a bunch of changes they're going to put on there.
In like a month?
Less than 2 weeks.
Less than 2 weeks.
Less than 2
Crap.
weeks. So
by the time this records, it'll be, or we post this next week.
Yeah. So they're really trying to churn it out right now, and they're trying to do a bunch of like bouncing stuff too. But anyway, so let's get started. First things first. I played this game way too much, as anyone can attest. Anyone who's been watching this channel.
What are you, some kind of nerd?
Right? Yeah, playing games there. I played the game, quite frankly, too much. I can't even count the hours. As far as Heavensward itself goes, I probably played over 80 hours. The game's fun for me, so I loaded it up and I'm like, yeah, let's go play, let's go do some shit. So yeah, sorry. So in total, the game essentially has a main scenario quest, which is roughly about, I'd say like 30 hours, 40 hours of just a hardcore story. And then they have like dungeons drawn into it too, as far as like the update dungeons, new areas you can go to. The new area you start off in is Ishgard, which is this kingdom that is under fire, essentially by the Kingdom of Fire. No one? Game?
Kingdom.
I know the game.
All right, thank you. So, I'm dropping references. So, anyway.
Earthbound!
What up? So, pretty much the way the game works is you're tasked with going in there, fighting against these dragons, figuring out essentially the controversy, in this realm of dragons and stuff like that. It plays just like Final Fantasy XIV, which is essentially like World of Warcraft. So, I mean, I really can't say any more than that.
A little more sluggish though.
It's a relatively simple story. As far as the gameplay goes, gameplay is relatively straightforward, tank, DPS, healer. Role.
But on these you can switch like with your job.
Yeah, so you have the option of utilizing the armory chests, which is their system where whatever main hand weapon you equip, it changes your class. So I'm a black mage right now. Oh, I want to switch. I'm a dark knight.
So not that in combat though, right?
No, you can't do it in combat. You can't do it in dungeons. But as far as progression goes, you can that leaves you with the ability of making one guy.
So yeah, in that instance, you can have one whore, and you can make her be all the different jobs. So you don't have to have like 8 whores.
Yeah, you don't need 8 hoes. You can have one hoe and just hoe it out.
Just have a main hoe.
Just hoe. So, yeah, relatively simple for the most part. Graphically, it's running on DirectX 11 on PC right now.
DirectX 12 coming soon.
They've talked about PlayStation 4 getting an upgrade graphically as well, and they're going to continuously upgrade it. So that's nice. That came with the live letter, actually, which just recently happened. But yeah, it still looks nice. The new areas are very nice, very detailed. Holy crap, that was quick. Sound-wise, musically and everything like that, I forget the composer's name.
Nobuo?
No, he did the main theme, which is a cool theme. It's nice. But the composer from the original Final Fantasy XIV team is actually working on this one as well. A lot better music this time around. I'm not saying the music in the original 14, like A Realm Reborn, was bad. This one's just,
I like that you said the original was A Realm Reborn.
Well, okay, there was the original 14, but I didn't really play it. Not too many people played that.
Yeah.
A lot of people played A Realm Reborn.
Right.
Because people dropped it because they're like, oh, this is shit. And then, yeah, so in Heavensward, they definitely bumped up the quality of the music and stuff like that. Like, it's actually in the, what's it called, that's playing right now. Yeah, dungeon that's playing, right? Because you're putting that one up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. And that's me playing it. Robert
Judge away.
Judge away, right? He's off. His cooldowns are off.
Yep.
Regardless, graphically, it's pretty appealing. There's a lot of, what are you guys doing? Whispering sweet nothings?
I was leaning down so they could see behind.
Oh, I thought he was all like giggling or something.
He was because I was getting close to him.
Oh, God. So, what kind of hook is that? That's right. So, regardless, pros, it's definitely, it feels like a more fuller version. As of right now, the way the game operates is they like to release patches and stuff like that to give you that extra content. So it's a lot of base content, but as far as people that are just like getting into the series and stuff like that, like, oh, I've never played A Realm Reborn and all that stuff, they're going to be just flooded with a ton of shit to do. There's a lot of fan service. There's a lot of odes to other different Final Fantasies. There's a lot of jokes. There was a joke about Final Fantasy VI that went over my head because I never played it. But there's all that shit everywhere. There's Final Fantasy 13 that's in there. There's Final Fantasy Tactics. There's a lot of Final Fantasy, I want to say there's 9 somewhere in there.
Can't you get yourself to look like Cloud also from
yeah.
Final Fantasy VII?
So they knew a lot of people would want that. So they made it a subscription award. You have to be subscribed for 2 years. And then you get the Advent Children Cloud look, which is, it looks pretty good, but damn, you can just imagine every fucking Dark Knight is going to have that gear, which sucks. But, minus that, there's a lot of fan service that goes with it, and for what it's worth, the game itself actually does do a lot of things right. They have the 3 new classes that come in there, and they have the inclusion of, or the upward level cap up to 60 now. So a lot of people, there's a lot more options and things to do, new dungeons and things like that, new areas that are much bigger than normal and look a lot better.
So you're saying this is like a Destiny-style expansion? That was sarcasm. I don't know if you caught that.
I was gonna answer it, honestly. I was like, well, if Destiny patches the way like Final Fantasy, I'm sure World of Warcraft do, then yeah, it is.
Destiny does not patch like that. They make you pay for the patch.
So, but it's there's a lot of content in it. But if I could recommend a couple of cons, the first of which being you don't have access to the new classes from the get-go if you haven't done the main story quest up to a certain part. So you can't start off going Dark Knight, which sucks. And I hope they address it in the future. Another big concern I have is the game. It's starting to feel like there's more stuff to do now that Alexander's out, but at the time, when I had reached level 60, it didn't really feel like there was too much stuff going on.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit sad. You never want that to happen in an MMO, where you're like, you've done everything. You're like, all right, I'll just sit here, or I'll start crafting, because now everyone's a crafter, and all this other stuff that goes into play, or PvP. And I do have to say, the voice acting fucking sucks. No one is a good voice actor in that entire game. Like, everyone sucks. And everyone has a British accent. Everyone has to act like they're like, hey, Roddo! They fucking suck.
It's Cockney.
Yeah. Alright, let's get him, eh? Let's get this warrior light. Minus that, though.
Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle.
Bangers and mash.
Yeah. And I don't know. Fish and chips. Wait, is that bangers and mash?
Bangers and mash is potatoes and sausage.
Oh,
fish and chips.
But other than that, would I recommend the game? I would recommend the game if you played through Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn's main storyline quest.
Up to 50?
Up to 50, and done the 2.5 story, so that involves fighting like primals like Shiva and the Mughals and all these other guys, and Leviathan. And if you feel, hey, I really like this game, then yeah, by all means, keep going for it. Or actually, if you really get to 50 and you start to realize, hey man, this game's really hitting its stride, then by all means. If you're just starting off and you're like, oh, I want to get Heavensward, don't. Wait until you know, all right, I'm going to keep playing it. Don't just jump right into it, because at that point, it's going to take you a while to get to it, and you're just kind of spending extra money for no reason. So, we like to be consumer friendly here, so make sure, yeah.
All right.
But other than that, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Check us out on This Is The Itch on Twitch. Also, check us out on
theitchnetwork.com.
I'm still getting used to that. That's so exciting for us.
theitchnetwork.com will link you over to doesthisgamesuck.com/theitch. And you can also check us out on twitch.tv/thisistheitch.
Every week we do the videos.
You did it backwards.
Are you dyslexic?
Thanks for watching.
Watching for thanks.